Sup everyone, it's Kajani here with a guide and item showcase video for the new Skybuilder gathering tools introduced in Final Fantasy XIV patch 5.45. In this video, I'll be sharing what you'll need before getting started, the new gathering locations, and some gathering rotations. Lastly, I'll show off what these new Skybuilder gathering tools look like, so if y'all are ready, let's go. So these are the items that you'll need as you work towards getting your new Skybuilder gathering tool. The high quality coffee biscuits are there for that perception boost. It's definitely going to help you while you're fishing and gathering for high quality items. The number of high cordials here is a slight over exaggeration, but you're definitely going to need a lot of high cordials. You're going to be doing a lot of fishing, and it's best to start off with 5 stacks of 99 of the signature Skybuilder bait. This is going to prevent a lot of back and forth between locations in the event that you run out of bait. You can purchase the bait from the robot in the firmament. Furthermore, you're going to be gathering a lot of collectibles, so make sure you make some space in your inventory. Gathering is pretty chill, and we're going to be doing a lot of it, so might as well get comfy with a movie or podcast in the background. It's definitely going to help pass the time while fishing or while you're waiting for your GP to be restored. Alright, so let's start gathering. The mats for the oddly delicate hatchet parts for the botanist and the miner are located in Oz's Law. The locations are on the screen, but they can also be found in your gathering log. Everything that you gather here will be a collectible, so if you're a stranger to the revamp in gathering collectibles, you're about to get real familiar. Fortunately, they made things really easy, so let's take a look at what your rotation will look like. So when you have at least 400 GP, you're going to use Scrutiny, which costs 200 GP to buff your next Meticulous action. You're going to repeat this process by using Scrutiny again and then Meticulous, and then you're going to finish it off with a Scour to get max collectability. Just to show you an example of what you can do, I use Solid Reason here, which grants an extra attempt, so that way I can walk away with 2 items instead of 1. Here's another example here. I'm going to use Scrutiny and then Meticulous Prospector. Alright, I'm at 400. I'm going to do Scrutiny again and then Meticulous Prospector. And then I'm going to finish it off with a Scour. So all that's left here to do now is just collect. I have the option of using Solid Reason, but I didn't. So I just collected and kept it moving. If you have 0 or low GP, your rotation is basically going to be Scours. If you want to try your luck, you can throw in a few Brazen Disciple of Land actions, but the goal is to fall into that second tier where you're walking away with 3 parts instead of 1. At least until your GP is restored, and then you can start doing the standard rotation. The process is pretty simple, but there's a little more nuance to it. So if you want to deep dive and learn more about gathering collectibles in patch 5.4, please check the description below. There's a guide by Inagal Shiku and Himes Whiterock in the description of the video. Now let's head to the Diadem, where we're going to find oddly delicate raw Jade and oddly raw Birch logs needed to upgrade the Skybuilder tools for the miner and botanist respectively. We're going to need 750.
Wait, what?
Yes, 750 to satisfy the inconceivable hatchet part requirement. The coordinates to the island where both of these mats are located are on the screen. The breakpoints are as follows. As far as your rotations are concerned, for any node that gives you the yield bonus or the gathering fortune bonus, you're going to want to use Unearth 3 and King's Yield 2 if you're the miner, and if you're the botanist, you're going to want to use Leaf Turn 3 and Bountiful Harvest 2. And for the nodes that grant the yield bonus, you're going to want to use that rotation on the ones that grant you a +3 and a +4 to your yield. When you see the attempt bonus of +4 or +3, you're going to want to gather until you can activate Deep Vigor for the miner or Brunt Force for the botanist. From there, you're going to want to use Bountiful Harvest 2 if you're the botanist or Bountiful Yield 2 if you're the miner, as many times as your GP allows to maximize the number of items that you'll gather at this particular node. Here is an example here on the screen. I just activated Brunt Force, so now I am going to use Bountiful Yield a couple times. Wait, not Blessed Harvest, sorry. Bountiful Harvest, and then I'm going to gather Bountiful Harvest again, gather Bountiful Harvest one more time, and I'm going to gather And I'm done for this node, now to keep it moving. And that's about it for the botanist and miner tool. You just have to continue to gather until you reach 750 items for each tool. It's most likely going to take you at least 2 hours per tool. So remember to take breaks, stretch, and drink water. One last thing, though, the monsters on this island drop grade 4 artisanal mats that you can actually use to craft for the crafting tools. So if you haven't started gathering mats for the crafting tools, this is a great way to get a head start. Alright, let's catch some fish to upgrade to the Skybuilder fishing rod. Both fishing spots are located in Oz's Law, and both fish are collectibles, so be sure to have your collector's glove on at all times. For the Oddly fishing rod parts, you're headed to the Papa's tree. The coordinates are on the screen. Here, you're going to be fishing for a flint strike, and it's going to be a heavy tug. For the Oddly delicate fishing reel parts, you'll head to the Delta quadrant, and you'll be fishing for a prickled prom. It's going to be a light tug. As far as strategy is concerned, what I did was I used patience to increase the collectability of each fish that I caught, and then whenever I caught one of the fish, I would use identical cast to make sure I caught another one right away. For any strategy that I recommend, I like to show examples. So here I caught a flint strike at the tail end of my patience 1 window. Let's take a look and see what the collectability will be. Alright, that's 297, so that's good enough for 2 parts. Alright, so now that I caught it, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use identical cast, I'm going to re-up my patience, and then I'm going to pop a cordial. And then I'm going to cast again, and my next fish that I catch is going to be a flint strike. While we wait, just make sure you have enough bait and spots cleared in your inventory for all the collectible fish that you're going to catch. The reason for this is just a pain to go back and forth from here to Ishgard because this fishing spot is so far out. Alright, so I caught my flint strike. Let's see what the collectability will be. Alright, so it will be collectability 310. 310 is enough for 4 parts. So that's my fishing strategy. If you have one that you feel that could help others, please let me know in the comment section below.